A difference is being made through the bold action of individuals, partners, communities, and nations who are committing to the improvement of our oceans and of our island Earth. In September 2014, Hokulea and Hikeanolia were welcomed to Apia, Samoa during the United Nations Small Islands Developing States Conference. While on a special sail aboard Hokulea, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon presented Hokulea Captain and Navigator Nainoa Thompson with a handwritten message in a bottle, promising to rally more leaders to the cause of ushering in a more sustainable future and a life of dignity for all. Backed by the members of the Pacific Island Forum, the Palau Declaration on the Ocean contains commitments of 16 Pacific leaders to take action globally for conservation and sustainable use of the oceans and high seas. Endorsed by the 16 Pacific Island Forum member countries, the Pacific Oceanscape establishes a framework to protect, manage, maintain, and sustain the cultural and natural integrity of the ocean for Pacific ancestors and for the future generations. The Mālamahonua Declaration, presented to the President of French Polynesia and Worldwide Voyage navigator Nainoa Thompson, called for over 20 joining forces to protect 20% of the marine environment by 2020. Hokule'a's landing in American Samoa in 2014 was marked with this proclamation, resolving to join the family of the world whom Hokulea has inspired by declaring American Samoa's commitment to care for the natural and cultural environments within which we live. The declaration, written by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, promises to bring together bold thinkers and acts from across the planet, encouraging new voices from the next generation to commit to solutions, foster innovation, and use entrepreneurship to drive ocean conservation and support the Global Ocean Sustainable Development Goal. Inspired by the mission of Mālamahonua, various marine resource management organizations in Hawaii from the federal, state, and private sectors came together to make a promise to our archipelago, or Pai'aina. Unprecedented in both scale and scope, the promise consists of 5 commitments and 14 specific time-bound targets to achieve an improved ocean environment in Hawaii by the time Hokulea returns home in 2017. The Promise to Children invites signatories to embrace the values of wayfinding and Mālamahonua to navigate a movement dedicated to future generations. The visionary leaders of Hawaii's entire public education system, our largest private education institutions, and the network of private schools for a public purpose came together on the deck of Hokulea to commit to ensure a better Hawaii. The Western Indian Ocean Marine Science Association, a community of 500 coastal and marine scientists working in the Western Indian Ocean, made this declaration to the 21st Conference of the People of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and to the global community to call for decisive action on climate change. Shaped by all those in attendance at the World Indigenous Peoples Conference on Education in May of 2014, and signed 1 week before Hokulea departed Hawaii on the worldwide voyage, this declaration affirms that Native youth will stand firm for their identities and their rights to health, education, and self-governance. Hokulea and her voyage around the world urges us to care for each other, our oceans, and Earth at a critical time in history. Join us in this movement to Mālama our precious Honua.